Hey Bernie, Tim Henry, your mayor here, and I have the last Mayor's Minute of 2020. Just wanted to bring a few updates from last night's council meeting. So here we go. Only three topics I'm really going to cover. One is we really took time to honor a local hero that we have in our midst, a gentleman named Hunter Beeton. You may have seen him in the newspaper, you may have seen him on national TV shows, but he started the Day One Backpack program, which is a program he did as an Eagle Scout for foster kids. Anyway, he was recently recognized as the Alamo Area Council of Governments Regional Citizen of the Year. And we took a few minutes at our council meeting last night to talk about all his accomplishments. Amazing young man at 19 years old, and just really celebrate him. I would encourage you to go read about him and his story. Just a great guy. We got an update from Patrick Cahoon on our Kendall County Water Committee that we established earlier this year. They've only had 3 meetings. But Patrick kind of gave us an update on all the things they're attacking from a really right now data gathering standpoint, looking at a lot of data from a lot of sources, looking at a lot of legal implications, and then trying to lay out a game plan going forward. There's a website you can go to learn all the things about the Water Committee. It's called kendallcountywater.com. They've got their next meeting coming up in the January timeframe, and they're trying to do it just like we did the Transportation Committee. Very open, very transparent. Again, water is important for our future, and I'm appreciative of what Patrick Cahoon and that Water Committee are doing for us. We had a quick update last night on the next step of this UDC implementation we're going through, and that is the zoning maps. As promised, our zoning maps were put online last week. And the zoning maps are taking the UDC that we just adopted, right, Unified Development Code, and all the new zoning types that we're putting in there. And they are basically going and they're doing a rezoning of the city and all the properties in the city based on those zone names. What does that mean? Is this a big deal? Really, residential properties are largely untouched, right? This is really more about the commercial properties. And the whole idea behind the UDC and these zoning maps are to make sure that as you transition from one part of a community to the next, that you don't go from a residential area straight into an industrial area. And so there's a nice transition that should be happening, and what these zoning maps are intended to do is lay out what that's going to look like. So mostly the commercial areas are going to be impacted, not negatively. It's with clarity, again, all the things that the UDC puts in place. We have a couple of public hearings coming up. There will be one with the Planning and Zoning Commission. It's going to be early in January. Then there'll be 2 with the City Council on their normal council dates, where you can come in and talk about or make any comments you want about these zoning maps. There's more work to do on that, so this is a draft, and there's a lot of work that continues to happen and evolve over the next couple of months. More to come on that, but this is all parallel to us implementing the UDC in March. Those are really the big things we talked about last night. So this being the last meeting that we had for the year, I just offer this to you. Listen, it's been a very memorable year in a lot of ways. Hopefully you have some good memories in this past year, not just negative memories. But as we go into this holiday season, I would just encourage all of you, if you look at what's going on around this country, we have not tamed this coronavirus. It's not under control. Please be safe. Please follow the governor's orders are still in place. We still need to be wearing our mask when we're going in public places. Kendall County has not been as heavily impacted as a lot of others, and I appreciate all those that really are just abiding by the CDC guidelines and the governor's orders that are out there. I wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas, very happy holidays, and we'll pick these up again next year. Thanks.